Parker. I welcome into Miss Parker to You. This is my new streaming platform, and this is where I will talk about different topics that I've always wanted to talk about, everything from lifestyle, beauty, home decor, just things that I like and that are 100% authentic to myself. Speaking of, this video is all about authenticity in your life. Over the last couple of years of me, doing business really opened my eyes a lot to how much people change, but they're changing temporarily. It's like they are changing into a new skin every time they walk out the door. So there would be times where I would literally dress, I would eat a certain way, whether that was good or bad. I would wear my hair a certain way, do my makeup a certain way, go hang out with certain people that if I wasn't put in an environment where I felt like, or in a situation or in a feeling or a mental state where I felt like if I did not do these things, these people wouldn't do business with me, these people wouldn't want to hang out with me, these people wouldn't take me seriously. It was like living in a consistent living hell. It was hard. It was mentally draining, physically draining. It was just overall taxing. It was disrupting my personal life and everything. So after a while, recently actually, I have just started really just feeling like it's not worth it. And it's hard work to always have to put on and always have to feel like you have to show face just to be in the presence of people. And to be honest, those people are over here trying to learn who you are as a person. They're craving the authentic version of yourself. Meanwhile, in your head, you're not thinking like that. You're feeling like they want most perfect version of you and all of that. And in reality, they don't. They don't want that, and it's overall, it's very interesting as I watch people. I actually suggest that for you to live authentically, I feel like you have to know who you are. Sorry, I'm shaking the thing. I feel like you have to know who you are as a person. A lot of people, they don't even know who they are as a person, so they're not even living the life, their daily lives, the way they actually would like to live them, because they're so caught up into what other people think about them and what people and how people would feel about them, instead of trying to figure out you, right? So currently in my life, that's what I'm doing. I'm learning who I am, what I don't like, what I dislike, what I can tolerate, what I'm not tolerating. And as I've been going through this practice on a daily basis, I realize that, wow, I've been really compromising who I am to fit in with a bit of mold that wasn't built for me. Walking out in with a whole nother personality, feeling more and more drained every day. It's taxing. And so that's the first thing. Number one is you have to get to know who you are. Whether that means you have to disappear from people, only pop out when it's time for business or to do something important. Other than that, you need to be to yourself. You need to learn your habits, learn your dislikes, set some boundaries in your life, right? You need to do those things. That way, when you do go out into the world and you meet people, you will be able to figure out very quickly if a group of people or a person is going to be right. It will be a right fit for you. And I'm not saying just avoid people just because they don't fit you, or like they're not somebody you would typically just hang out with. I'm not saying just disregard them. What I'm saying is don't change who you are for their approval. That's what I'm saying, okay? The second thing is I've watched people literally compromise their own morals, just all in the name of the mighty dollar. Like, I've watched people support people that have done terrible things to other people, because they have a platform that they need. They have an audience that they're trying to capture. that these people have, or they have they have they they brought themselves down to a level to where they will start talking about people. They will start just doing things that morally do not sit well with them. And when they go home, they really want to cry and probably end it all because they were horrible to people all day, because they wanted to make sure they are seeking the approval of a person or a group of people. Don't do that. Don't do that, because you're going to be very resentful, and you're not going to resent them. You're going to resent yourself in the long run, because you are making a conscious choice to act like that and to be like that when you don't have to be like that. Like I said, people are craving authenticity. They're wanting to be, they want the real you. They want you to know the real them, but everybody's so caught up in what other people are going to think about them, to the point where nobody is being authentic. Nobody is being themselves. Everybody is putting on a show. So when it comes out, because eventually your true self will show up in their lives, and it'll be in the small things, such as your habits. As they get to know you, they come to your house, they get in a car with you, they go out to eat with you, they start having conversations that have nothing to do with work. It'll be in those little things where how you really feel about something comes out. How you really act, how you really dress, how you really talk, how you really walk. All of that will start to come out, and they're going to realize that you've been putting on a front this whole time, and therefore what you just did was create a trust issue. People are creating trust issues with each other because nobody's showing up as their true selves. Everybody's putting on a costume. You know what I'm saying? As a costume. I got my notes here because I don't want to miss a beat. So I want us to do something that I've been working on myself, but I want us to do it together, and that is overcoming judgment and the fear that comes with that. I was scared for a long time about what people would say when I just kind of dry stop talking to them, or I just started saying no. I was scared to do that, but to be honest, when you lose the fear of being judged by other people, it is so freeing. You don't care what's going on. If it doesn't align with your goals, if it doesn't line up with your morals, if it's crossing your boundaries, it's a no. It's a no. And if you are afraid that people are just going to cut you off, not be friends with you, not talk to you, not want to make money with you, then they're not the people for you. Because eventually their true selves will come out because they're not living their authentic selves either. Their true selves will come out, and they will eventually turn their backs on you anyway. And there's no reason for you to compromise your entire life and your entire existence off of that, okay? So just overcoming the fear of being judged. And it takes time, because you have, I don't say do this all cold turkey. It would be great if you could, but if you can't, what I would do is first just take a couple of steps back from people, places, and things. Start journaling. Start spending more time with yourself and with God, and just do that in baby steps every day. Make a conscious decision. Today I'm not going out with such and such or those people today. Today I'm going to go on a walk, and it's just going to be me and the Lord today. Over time, you're going to start to see how life is for you on a daily basis, and you're going to see how peaceful it is for you, and you're going to be able to think a bit clearer. And as time goes on, you're going to increase the days where you would actually start to enjoy yourself, enjoy your own company. Not to say you'll never go out with people again, but you will start to enjoy yourself and your own company to the point where you aren't willing to go and compromise who you are as a person to be accepted. You're not even going to cross that line. When people are around you and you realize that they're not the people for you, you're not going to have a fear of being judged for saying, no, I'm not doing that, or I disagree, or that's not who I am. You're not going to feel that certain way because you're going to be so comfortable with who you are because you spent time with yourself. So once you're over that, once you've done understanding who you are, figuring out, cultivating, honesty, integrity with yourself, and overcoming the fear of judgment, now we can get into building real relationships. Because when you're showing up to the world of the way you are, who you are as a person, and you're showing up in your most raw form, and people like that, whether they like it or love it, like it or hate it, it doesn't matter. But the people that do love it, they're going to reveal who they are in action. Okay? And I say that on purpose because people will talk about who they are and do a different thing. They will put on a front for as long as I can. But like I said, your true nature will show itself. It's inevitable. It's impossible. It's law, right? So when you are showing up in your most raw form, I want to say this again, being authentic and telling your business, your personal business, are two different things. You don't have to tell all your personal business, your deep, dark secrets to be authentic. You don't have to do all that. When I say be authentic, I mean, like I said, don't compromise your belief systems. Don't compromise your boundaries. Don't compromise who you are as a person, what you like, what you don't like for other people. That's what I'm talking about when I say be authentic. Then those people will show themselves to you, and then you're going to know they're right because, like, for example, if you're in business, if you're showing up in your raw form, you're going to find your tribe. Those people are going to reveal who they are. They're going to love everything you have to offer. Those are the people they're like super fans. They buy everything that you sell. They love everything you say. They watch all your videos. They download anything that you have for them to download. They are there if you are there. They love it when you show up. But you're only going to find those people if you're showing up. If you are showing up. You as who you are in your raw state is showing up. The people who love that raw version of you will show up, okay? And then you can build genuine relationships. Let me fix y'all. Build genuine relationships with people, okay? And that's in business. That is where the best businesses are coming from, especially personal brands. Personal brands, you could tell when somebody's personal brand is thriving because of how their audience reacts to them and about them, okay? And they feel like they know you, and you feel like you know them because when you're being 100%, they most likely are going to be 100%. They're kind of the same type of person as you. They believe in the same belief systems as you in a sense, meaning like if you believe in showing up raw and authentic, most likely your audience feels the same way. So you're going to get real feedback. You're going to have real engagement. Nothing's a front. Everything's pure. And that's in business the best. In life outside of business, it's even more beautiful because then you can find safe people to be around. And when you do have those times in life when it's really hard, you can share those deep secrets with people or a person because they know who you are already. They just know who you are. So if there's something even deeper going on with you, they would be more willing to understand you and they can help you through that, because they know who you are as a person. And now that you're telling them something personal about you, it's not going to be so overwhelmingly shocking, or it's not going to be tea. It's going to be, oh, let me help you through that. Oh, I love you enough and care enough to be there for you, But I'm telling you right now, if you're not showing up as your true self and you're putting on your mask and you're putting on your costume before you walk out the door, don't expect that type of response. Everything I said about what happens when you do show up authentically, don't expect that response, because it's also about the energy that you bring, you give off. If you're authentic and you're raw, the energy is different. The way your voice sounds, the way your cadence, the way you move, everything is different than when you are putting on a show. Usually when you're putting on a show and you're not being your true self, you're very stiff, you're very rigid, you're not comfortable, like your voice sounds off, like, and maybe people can't tell, because you only see these people, especially like in business, you only see these people maybe once or twice a week. So it's real easy to mask who you are. The people that will start to notice are the people that you start hanging around more. They're the ones who's going to put two and two together and realize, okay? Fostering personal growth and resilience. When you are yourself and you get to explore you will grow as a person, emotionally, spiritually. You will grow as a person physically, meaning like you'll start taking care of yourself better. For me, I started taking care of myself better. There are some things that I had to deal with on a personal level that I needed to work out, and it was all mental, really. It's all a mental game at the end of the day. It's all a mental game. So if you can win the battle up here, then you're going to be able to win the battle in the physical world. When you can be real with yourself in your mind first, then you're going to be able to show up real to other people. You know what I mean? Overall, it's just better to be who you truly are, who God truly made you to be. And when you start to walk in your purpose and being authentic and showing up raw, that's when your opportunities are going to come. That's when people that would not normally want to talk to you or put opportunities in your way or even give you the time of day, they're the ones that start showing up. And then you realize those are the people that you needed anyway. Those are the people that are going to get you to the next level, to the next door, put you in the room, introduce you to the right people. Those are those people. But they only come, and I feel like God is only going to send them when you've learned to accept who you are as a person and you get over the fear of not living up to the standards of what these people, and I'm not talking about millions of people, I'm talking about a little small group of people. Folks will change their entire life, their entire trajectory of their life for a group of people who don't care as much as you may think they care in their brain. They're very one-track minded people. Remember, if you're showing up fake every day, that energy, you're attracting more fake people. At least that's what I believe. So therefore, they're just playing the game just like you are. And then eventually they're gonna, when they get what they need or they get whatever it is fulfilled, they're gonna leave because they never wanted to be there in the first place. Just like you never wanted to be there in the first place. So remember that, remember everything that I talked about tonight. When you wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you do your hair, you put on your makeup, you shave, you do whatever you got to do. Before you walk out that door, understand that you have two choices. You could walk out that door and you could put on your suit and your mask and your costume and go live a false reality, because that's what it is. It's a false reality. It's a false reality. And it's a false reality. Or and be miserable, because that's what's going to happen. You're going to be miserable. Or you can make the decision where you can brush your teeth, wake up, brush your teeth, do your hair, put on your makeup, shave your face, do all you got to do in the morning, and you walk out as who you are when you woke up out the bed. And I guarantee you that your entire life is going to change. It's going to change. And everything that you do from that moment that you made a decision will change the trajectory of your life for the positive. and you're going to start walking and doing things in your life with more intention behind them. It's not going to just be based off of what you saw on an Instagram reel, or what your supposed to be friend at work, or who the girl or the guy you met at the networking event thinks should be, think it should be, or what you think they think it should be. You know what I mean? So with that said, you guys, it was nice talking to you. I will see you guys next week. And yeah, welcome to Miss Parker to you.